Welcome back. You're with us on this episode of Financial Quotient. I have now with me Mr. Vishnu Bhat, who is the Managing Director of Bhima Gold. Vishnu, thank you so much for taking out the time. And I must say thank you for hosting us, because it was absolutely fabulous to shoot at your jewelry store. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, the pleasure is all ours.
So, I thought I'll ask you, because you're in this business of gold jewelry, and South is such a huge gold market, right? You're present in several states in the South. So you tell us, what is your experience with the way women are sort of looking at gold jewelry, purchasing, spending? What have you seen over the years?
Right. So the thing is, traditionally it's been seen as heirloom purchases, and as of today, it's become more of a fashion statement. And it's also, according to me, it's jewelry is not something that you just buy for an investment purpose, but rather it's something that you do to enhance your personality. And it is something that gives you a certain, it is, I would say that the design and the effort that goes into the making of a certain piece, and the metal itself gives you a certain energy and a certain vibration, which, just makes you feel overall better and then hence more fashionable.
Okay, sure. So let me ask you, you think today we're in 2023, when it comes to the actual decision making of, making that big jewelry purchase, is it the men who are doing the deciding, or do you think women have a bigger voice now in saying this is the budget, this is how much should be bought?
I would say that men are mostly, they do have a say, but not like perhaps compared to before, because obviously these days it's wherein before it used to be more focused towards the region and the particular festival where the jewelry is purchased for. These days all the festivals and functions, and people are moving around a lot, and so the taste in jewelry has become a lot more generic. And so it has gone more from an investment and an heirloom perspective to a fashion perspective. And hence women are almost 99% of the time deciding, what to purchase and what to, yeah.
Interesting, interesting. So that's a really interesting perspective, Vishnu. Let me ask you more. In terms of the age profile, do you see more younger women now coming to the stores? Do they have more spending power? Or has it been sort of traditionally more about the mothers and the grandmothers? What do you see in terms of the women's age profile as they're coming and buying all this jewelry and gold?
So there is a couple of aspects to the question what you asked. The first aspect of it would be that, back in the day, there wasn't too many things that you could spend your money on. And so the default choice was for young women to buy jewelry, or for, for the mothers to buy jewelry for their daughters. But these days there are a lot more avenues, which they can spend their money on. And hence the onus is on the jewelry industry and people like us to show that jewelry is a much better investment, and in fact it suits the personality of a young woman much more than just a gadget.
Ah, okay, very interesting. Speaking of investments, now that's what I want to understand. Gold, while of course it's a very important thing in terms of ornamentation, as you said, it makes one feel good. But what do you think of gold as an investment?
So the thing about gold as an investment is that I would say probably maybe people in the stock market are much better at marketing their products, and maybe we are not that good at it in highlighting the investment aspect of things. So certainly maybe we are trying to, through our marketing campaigns and all, teach people that jewelry is actually the investment, the safest investment to go for. And I would say that it is still a very safe investment, and it is not something that you need you don't need a computer or a device to convert it into a cash. You could walk into probably any place of the world, and then probably you'll be able to get a price for gold. So that's why I would say that from an investment perspective, it's pretty good. It still holds. True.
You know, good you brought this up because I wanted to understand, and who better than you to ask this. So in theory, we feel that it's great to own jewelry or gold, and we feel that you can walk into, you know, any jewelry store or any exchange where you can redeem it for cash in times of distress or in times of worry. But is it really that simple? What are the charges and the cuts which one should be aware of when you're going to redeem even physical gold, not jewelry, but even physical gold in exchange for cash?
So I would just like to give a small background for this. Bhima Jewellers is a company that has existed for almost 100. We're going to be celebrating 100th anniversary next year. And so the thing is, we do have customers who have purchased maybe in the 1960s, and they came and exchanged the products with us at the current gold rate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So definitely Bhima will, definitely offer that service wherein if you buy a product from Bhima, gold, diamond or silver product from Bhima, you can come back at any time and exchange it at the present market value, not at the rate you paid for it. At the present market value, gold, diamond or silver, a Bhima customer will be able to exchange it at any of our stores, any of our 18 locations.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the advice that you'd like to give to women, young women, you know, any age women, when it comes to buying either jewelry or buying gold as an investment?
My advice would be, again, I would have two aspects to it. The first aspect of it would be, you know, it's never going to lose its value. In fact, the value is only going to go up. And second, it's going to enhance the beauty and image of a woman better than any other thing that you could spend your money on, I would say.
Okay, so you are a believer in gold.
Absolutely.
Okay, Vishnu, thank you so much. That was great. Thank you for hosting us and having us here today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, that's a wrap on this episode of Financial Quotient. We'll see you again next week.